I'm recording now. Sorry, I forgot to start it.
Okay. Okay.
So basically, we have just looked at the diagram of what we had last week, and the new diagram that reflects the reduction of the service, the elimination of the service, and the increment of the service recommended by the group. Okay, and we were looking at the this graph altogether.
Yes.
Okay, they would reduce the IT consulting and support service local.
Yeah.
They would like to kill the hardware sales. They would like to increase more of the IT training activities and more of the application development projects. Okay, we were just that. Okay,
Right.
sorry, Cap, go ahead.
Yeah.
That's
And
it.
also, fourth column.
Okay, so should I move to the last slide?
Yeah,
the fourth
that's
column.
right. Yes, create something. Create. The next graph is show
Yes.
ดังๆหน่อย
after we create the new section of our service.
We think the new
ดัง
we think the new service of the MBSA is software box and data center service. So for this creating we have made the next graph. This graph is show the future evolution.
For what we plan for to be our new service.
Where is that? I don't see the software box.
For example, the software box, this means that the software that we have used inside the IT service portal. That we think if we create it as a software box and provide a service via cloud computing, so then we will get the new area of customer. And we will sell it as a software as in a box, but in fact it will be the internet cloud software. So with that software, we will get more new customer, and we think that the good thing and the opportunity that we can have is like this graph in the blue line, that our price may be low because we already have it and we can make it launch to market. And we will have some unique feature like it can customize the theme of the software. It can have more enhanced feature, frequently release. It must be the software that we made it easy to use, to create ticket, to arrange ticket, to manage ticket for everyone who collaborate with the software. And it must be the multi-platform, like in mobile phone and in iPad something. And also we will keep our strength like the after-sale service that we can provide user to keep in touch with us and solve that problem when they use the software. And our software must have the high security too. This is our version after we create the new service. And this is including the software center that we already provide at the bundle package for AFS, but we think we can make it a new product that we can sell the service of data center providing, that we will turnkey for many organizations that they need data center, but they would not want to pay a lot per month. So we can share our big lot that we get from provider and divide to small organization to let them use our service. Yep, this is a version thing.
Dominic, now I have a question. This is the first time I heard this also. Should I ask it? Right. For me, my understanding, which could be wrong, is that the blue ocean would be now. I'm switching back now to the very first slide that we had last week. Okay, my understanding was that whatever you have figured out will be added. For example, in this blue line, in the space where people have not touched. For example, I was thinking that you're coming up with, for example, a software solution box, the cloud software solution. That would then be one more of the service items at the bottom.
One more factor, right?
One more factor, okay? And also if you are suggesting the data center service thing, then it will be also the data center service somewhere, as you know, the same level as a risk, quality, price, and blah 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 blah. That was my understanding. Instead of, now I'm switching, Dominic, to the last slide. Instead of you are analyzing the two suggestions that you have. I don't know. What do you think, Dominic?
Right. Right. That would also be my understanding. Exactly. That so when you go to the blue ocean for the airlines industry, for Southwest Airlines, they added a frequency of departures or something like that, and that would be an offer that other competitors don't even have. That they don't even have. So their line, you wouldn't even have that line, going there by the competitors, which is the goal of Blue Ocean to some extent. I mean, the one goal is you create a unique curve, which you did. You combine the different factors, the different offerings. You combine them in a unique way. That's one part, and others may have the same offerings, but in a different combination. And then the last part, yes, indeed, is that you also add things that others don't even have. So exactly. So one question I have, maybe also if I may ask or understand a little bit better, when you mentioned software box, by this you mean the cloud? Is that correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Having things in the cloud. Okay. And is this something that others don't have, or how is this different from others, from your competitors?
I'm not quite sure whether they have it on market or not, but it's not popular yet, so we don't know our competitor yet for their software thing that we think about the ticketing system.
You're talking about the IT service portal?
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
Can I insert this? I think what they had in mind, correct me if I'm wrong, is that there has been a discussion before that we have done a lot of work on the IT service portal we are currently using. Okay, and if you look in the market, a lot of people deal with the help desk support issue like that in a very ad hoc way. Okay. They probably use the old legacy Lotus Notes. They probably use Excel. They probably use a sheet paper somewhere to keep track. And things are not very transparent. And people are a little bit frustrated about. And that's why they think, okay, if we reuse what we have, maybe we need to enhance it a little bit. But then we could very quickly deploy that and to the market, and people would like it. I think that's what they had in mind.
Okay.
Yeah,
so it specifically refers to the IT service portal, correct?
Right, and that links not only to the reactive support, they have the planning of the project and stuff like that quite incorporated in there. So they see the power of that and the potential that could be somehow done in the market.
Okay, and who would be your customers? Who would be the users of your IT service portal?
Anyone who is interested. People might have the software development team in-house. People may not have that, but people do need technical support. Okay, and this ticketing system, it is a part of like a CRM thing related to the IT service. Okay, where people use ITs everywhere. So this is how they manage the IT support tickets.
Okay. So you would sell this software which is in the cloud, you would sell this software to, for example, a company whose users can then use it and record the bugs or make support requests and put in the IT projects.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Or plan new IT projects. Right.
Yeah. And if it's in the cloud, this could be an app on the smartphone as well, or
I think that's when
whatever.
Presented about the multi-platform capability. So there are still works that need done. At the moment now it's all web-based, but then you could foresee that this could be used in the field where people just have tablets or even cell phones. Okay.
Great. Okay, great. Lovely. Okay. How did you come up with that idea?
Not me.
That's clear.
มาได้ยังไงก็ถามคิดมาได้ยังไงเอาสาลี่โม้มาดิหนูเล่นเกมเศรษฐีอยู่แล้วมันปิ๊งขึ้นมาพอดีเลย
ก็ตอนแรกก็มีหลายอันแต่ว่าก็เลือกอันนี้เพราะว่าเราทำมีมาอยู่แล้วแล้วก็แบบเอามาสร้างเอามาอัดแอปนิดหน่อยเราไม่ต้องใช้ทรัพยากรเยอะ
Okay, very good. This is answered by Sally, who's the youngest member of the group. I'm very impressed with that. But let me do a quick translation. She said, we have listed a number of items, and this one brings up catches the attention because this is what we have, and we have gradually increased the power of it. Okay, so the solution is something that would address the problems that a lot of people are having in a very, very structured manner. And that's why we decided to look a little bit more into this IT service portal. I would, in your quadrant, in the creating, you said software box, I even might want to put the IT service portal, for example, on the cloud.
Yep.
There, just to be a little bit more thing. Okay, because we are not building the whole entire thing. You have probably about 80% of what you need to have. So it's like you adding on to that to make it a little bit more perfect, and then you launch it.
And you also mentioned turnkey, correct, Pusit?
Yeah. Turnkey data center service.
No, even for me, even the IT service portal. If you look at the way people reporting problems, people planning new things to be done with the IT, there are so many elements and stakeholders. There are steering committee, there's the end users, there's the technical team, there are blah 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 blah, probably external suppliers and stuff. So you are actually providing the center point of how the activities happen. I think, and that's when I would agree if you are using the word turnkey. It starts from the beginning of the cycle where people are planning to do something down to the end where people are getting into the maintenance mode of the system.
Thank you, Tom.
Great. Okay. And
I'm a good salesperson.
So you came together, and Sally, you mentioned that you all had different ideas, and you listed those ideas. Is that correct?
Like we talk about something on mobile that can
push it.
I mentioned about some Facebook extension that will filter message that people would like to see and filter out what they would not like to see something.
And we also thought about the shopping online thing. Besides of the software, the IT service portal. And also we think about the HRIS, the HR information system.
That's another thing that I had in mind when you bring that up, because you have a very good HR system.
But we search in internet on
and there are too many people.
Yeah, there are too many.
And there are too many. So it's red ocean there.
Yeah. Okay. And when you say we, how did you do that? Did you have a meeting?
Yeah.
Or how did that go? Tell me about that.
Many meetings this time.
You had many meetings. Okay.
We even have it
another group.
Yeah,
Oh, they collaborated with the other group.
yeah.
You did. Okay. And the other group is going to present the same thing or something different?
They did it correctly. But we just knew this morning we have no time before noon, so we have no time to change. Superchai said that we have to change, but we have no time to change, so we have to submit this to you. Like
Change what? Change.
Change as what you understand.
That's the whole graph.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I ask a question?
Okay.
You have the data center service. Why is that? Can you explain a little bit?
At this moment, we think that our data center service is just another add-on to the application development. Like the AFS, they ask us to develop the software and then we provide everything, including the data center. But we think we can market this data center service as a separate product.
Okay.
Yeah, instead of make your own server farm, or instead of just hire the web farm without any support to manage the data center, we will provide the whole thing that you can make a farm and then you can have the IT support.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. For me, my recommendation is that data service is a known business offering to many people already. But what I see, I get your point. I think if we would have reworded it a little bit to something like, I think we are aiming for the SME enterprise.
Right.
Okay, big guys, you're not going to fight with that.
No.
Okay, but you're looking for a small firm.
Right.
You're looking for a medium-sized firm who are suffering from local hosting.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
and then you're coming in as a SME data service coach, data center service coach, where you're actually helping them to move from locally hosting something to leverage the data service center somewhere that publicly is available.
Right.
And make it work.
Right.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah. Nice. And I think this is how you see the power of Blue Ocean coming in, as you mentioned, Ton. You don't compete with the big guys on that particular service or offering, but you're offering something that nobody else is offering in that combination, and to certain types of clients. Yeah, great. Now, is this something that you would consider beyond the exercise? Here it's an exercise, right? We worked on that. Is this something that you would consider, would seriously consider as a company developing this IT service portal in the cloud?
I have brought up before, Dominic, about this thing. Yeah.
Okay.
There are two systems that we're currently using that I think is not that bad. It's not perfect yet. Okay, one thing is the IT service portal. We have done, I think there are almost 10 years of work and put it in there. Okay. And the other thing that is two-task system, the HRIS, the HR information system, the leave system and stuff like that. I think, but they were a bit reluctant there because even though we're having it, but there are a lot of competitors out there who's providing similar type of service.
Right.
That's why they kind of reluctant to moving forward to that.
Right.
But definitely, if we could really brush up the IT service portal, where we are not only providing IT service, but we actually providing infrastructure to support the services, and becoming more complete of the turnkey. Okay, and that goes along well with the other three quadrants.
Right.
That we would, or at least the rest. Okay, where you providing that more service, and then you are providing the help system. It goes so well.
Right.
Yep.
Good.
And it will be very low cost because they're actually renting it, and then, it's not like they need to deploy something big there. They just need a browser and internet, period, and some money.
Great. Great. Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah, very impressive. I think it will be great to complete the exercise, if you could go to the last slide again to make that a bit more explicit, that it's about the IT service portal maybe I would, move from homework 2 to IT service portal, and then also adding on the x-axis on the very bottom, on the x-axis, to really make it clear, what is different from your competitors and what the actual additional offer is compared to your competitors. Yeah. Very good. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Perfect.
Very good. Thank you. Now, my suggestion is, if you're okay, we're leaving again for a moment the actual content, okay? And we go back to thinking about how you got there, okay? And how you're working and how you work together on this. So maybe if you could go back and make me the presenter again, Tom.
Yeah.
You did? Okay. Okay. All right. Excellent. So, coming back here, you remember you did the first exercise or the first online survey on culture of collaboration, and you came to a value which is relatively high of 52 out of, on a scale from -100 to +100. Oh, sorry about that.
No, big lunch, of course.
I just came back from the US yesterday, so little jet lag.
Jet lag, yeah. Aging.
So aging. So you're at 52 pre-program or prior to the actual program on looking at the level or a degree to which you collaborate. Now, tell me, what do you think is going to be your next? What is going to be your next value? What is during the program? What do you think your numeric value is on a scale from -100 to +100?
I think it should.
What do you think?
A lot more than 52.
You think? Okay. So let's ask people. Do you have a guess? Excuse me?
Lynn said at least 70.
At least 70. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, let's take a look. Any other ideas? Pusit, what do you think?
I think if we can have the kind of this.
Sally said 80.
Sally said 80. Okay.
All right. Lynn and Pusit.
80. Okay. Okay, let's take a look. Yes, it is 80, exactly. So you moved from 52 to 80. And Pusit, you started, before Ton interrupted you, you started to try to say something.
Thank you.
Because I want to express that what I see in our activity of this program, that
yes,
most of the time that when we as the leader, as a group of leaders, that most of the time we say that why our staff has expressed very less idea, why they have less very few participation when we let them think and ask their opinion something, and they talk really less. But with this activity, I talk very less, I can say. Most of the 80-90% is there. They have idea, they express idea, they explain, they fight for their idea, something like that. A lot of, and I really appreciate that. Oh, very good that now we can hear them, and we would love to hear them. Yes, this is what I see through the program that we participate in.
Very nice. So it's basically, you mentioned a few things, Pusit. If you express that into the cards, and maybe I ask the others, what are the principles that you have applied to help you move towards, a higher degree of collaboration or a better degree of collaboration? If you're thinking of the cards, which cards have been most at stake? And I'm going to would love to actually see you while you're speaking as well, okay? But if you look at the cards again, based on Pusit's comments, but also based on your experience, what are the cards that you have been what you have been using the most, or are most relevant? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can think a lot of cards, but the first one I would like to say that the service leadership is the first thing that
servant leadership. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Servant
leadership. Yeah. Servant leadership. Yeah. You can even say service leadership if you like, in a way, you know, that you're providing service as leadership. You're supporting people. Exactly. Okay. That's one that you have in mind. What about others?
For me,
others in the group?
For me,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I choose the card mind, open mind.
Open mind. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And why did you choose? How did you have an open mind, Tukta?
Well, I have very few knowledge about the software thing, and people try to educate me and give me a lot of information. And when I share my idea, my opinion in business point of view instead of business, instead of technology, they open mind to listen and think about my words.
Okay.
Great.
You want to say something?
Thank you.
I don't want to rip the bye mama. Learning you. Okay, เอาป้าก่อนก็ได้. We have two ladies here.
I think the difference because
difference.
Yes, because everyone have a different idea, different knowledge, and we made it through inspiration or new things.
Fantastic. Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah. Very nice. Thank you. Okay, so using differences and using different
for me, it's idea before hierarchy. We have many different rank in this group, and we still give our idea and everyone listen to each other and think of the idea together, and that's why we can give the better idea of this group.
Very good.
Yeah. I think an important part is the listening, as you said, you know, listening and taking the other ideas seriously. I think it's a very important skill in this one. Very nice.
Which card are you showing, Dominic? All the ideas. Okay. Thank you.
All the ideas, you know, the listening part. Did you have any, coming up with this, did you have any crazy ideas or ideas that afterwards you say, like, maybe that was just stupid, but you still have the idea?
Dominic? Sorry. You're missing one little cute-looking girl here to show her card. Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry.
She's just about to cry.
I choose
Relating.
Can you explain why you chose relating?
อันนี้ก็เหมือนแบบได้คุยกันก็มีไอเดียขึ้นมาก็แบบคนเสนอขึ้นมาก็แบบมีแบบไอเดียอยู่ด้วยกันได้คุยกันไอเดียก็เลยพูดขึ้นมาเยอะ
Right. I think what she's saying is that relationship and relating to people break the ice and bring in new wisdom.
Yes.
Okay. Without that relating piece, then there will be the big entry barrier into the new wisdom.
Okay. Very nice. Wow. I'm so impressed. Thank you, with all of you. Thank you very much. I'd like to get back to the presentation, if you allow me, and basically go a little bit deeper, but just very briefly. The overall value of collaboration of 80, you know, is a combination of the different other or the different components of collaboration or of non-collaboration. You see here in the pre-program side, we have eclosion, collaboration, cooperation at 77. Going after the program or during the program, we have eclosion or the open-mindedness at 85, and we have collaboration and cooperation at 94. So very, very high. Similarly, then on the non-collaboration side, territoriality and dominance, we are moving from territoriality from 21 to 17, and especially in dominance from 30 to 3. So in the context of the project that you did, in that context, you have reduced the hindrances in collaboration and really promoted those factors of collaboration that made you come up with something new. Now, I would like to ask you the question in terms of the impact for you. You may remember, and I'm going to show this on the full screen again. You may remember in this approach that collaboration leads to different things. It leads to trust, or let's start in the very center. You know, it leads to impact. Then on the top side, it leads to collaboration, leads to trust, leads to innovation and creativity, leads to a better organizational climate by engaging with one another, relating with one another. It leads to development. It leads to better adaptability to the environment. Like you've mentioned, for example, you know, you've been thinking of your environment, the changes in IT and the services you provide, the tools that you have developed. It leads to better solutions. Many of you have mentioned that you come up with different ideas or solutions at the same time, which you're more productive when you're several of you. Then hopefully leads to happiness. You know, that's one of the key pieces, that in relating you find meaning, engagement, which is being engaged at work, being engaged with what you do. And the idea here is through the co-creation, by creating a common vision, people get more engaged. So these are the different factors of impact. And the question that I have for you is, which one of those is most relevant or resonates the most with you? And what I would like to suggest in this webinar is, before you answer directly or immediately, please talk to somebody else in the group in pairs. Are you with you, Ton? Or without you, it's an uneven number, right? You're 5?
Yeah, they're 5.
Okay. So without you, okay. So I suggest, you know, you form a group of, you know, 3 of you and 2 of you, and you talk a little bit about what is, in your view, what is the primary impact, or which one of these symbols here resonates the most with you. Okay? Clear?
Yes. How much?
Okay. So I suggest, you know, 2-3 minutes.
Okay.
But if you need a little bit more time, that's fine as well. But, you know, find one other person in the room. You can also move around, and or 2 other people. So one group of 3, one group of 2, and talk a little bit about this. Okay? Talk a little bit about what has been for you the biggest impact of the increased collaboration.
ไปนั่งคุยตรงนั้นแหละสาลี่เลือกเอาใครให้สาลี่เลือกยกเว้นพี่ตุ๊กตา
เอาพี่อิงก็ได้
อิงไปแล้วถ้าเหลืออีก3คนเนี่ยลินตาชูจิตอยู่ด้วยกันไป 2-3 นาทีไปดูดิว่าอะไรเก่งสุดตรงนี้ตรงนี้แหละก็สลับไปตรงนี้
Clear?
Yes.
Good?
They're working on it now.
Very good. Okay.
จำไม่ได้หมดว่าอะไรชื่ออะไร
ผมกล่าวทวนอย่างรวดเร็วนะอันนี้ trust นะครับอันนี้ engagement ความมีส่วนร่วมในการที่อยู่นะครับชอบคือความสุขอันนี้ได้บรรลุสิ่งที่ตั้งเป้าไว้นะครับสำเร็จอันนี้ปรับตัวนะครับอันนี้ growth development พัฒนาการที่มีมากขึ้นดีขึ้นอันนี้ก็คือเรื่องบรรยากาศภายในที่ทำงานอันนี้ก็คือนวัตกรรมใหม่ใช่และอันนี้ก็คือ social impact เขาออกไปข้างนอกที่เป็นอะไรแล้ว
And it's not right or wrong, it's what resonates the most with you, okay? What resonates the most with you?
Alright.
พี่คิดว่าฝ่าย
ชอบอินโนใช่
ไปแล้ว
อันไหนของเธอน่ะ
จะได้บอกว่า engagement คืออินโนชอบอินโนเวชั่น
ฉันว่าทำแล้วเป็น
ว่าเป้าหมาย
มันไม่ต้องสรุปว่าเป็นเหมือนกันก็ได้ไม่เป็นไรแต่ว่าให้แลกเปลี่ยนแล้วก็ถ้าไปคุณถือว่า innovate ก็ไว้ตัว innovation
ก็คือบรรยากาศมันก็ปกติแบบที่เพราะว่าเราก่อนเกิดการไม่ได้แบบบริษัทใหญ่โตมากบรรยากาศก็เหมือนเดิมแต่ว่า
โอเคทุกคน
พอมาทำ
มีเป้าหมายก็จะลงมือ
แลกเปลี่ยน
เพราะว่ามัน
มันมีอะไรที่ต้องทำแต่
แต่คือมันก็มีหลายได้
ในโอกาสในการคิด
เมื่อเช้าเขาบอกเห็นว่า
คาริว่าไง
การทำงานของกลุ่มเราเนี่ยมันอ้างฟิลอะ
ไม่ได้
ไม่ใช่เรื่องเรื่อง
ไม่พอของพี่อีกแล้วไม่ใช่
ไม่แต่ของผมเนี่ยผมก็คิดคล้ายๆเขานะคือว่าเราอยู่ในบริษัทเป็น20-30 คนจริงอยู่แต่ว่าบรรยากาศที่ฉันได้มีส่วนในการที่จะไปบอกเป็นเรื่องเป็นราวออกมาเป็นที่คนรับฟังผมไม่ดีว่าไม่ใช่มาจะจิ้มหันหัวอันนี้ผมมองเป็นมุมนะ
มันก็จะแบบกลุ่มนี้อ่ะกลุ่มมันก็จะมีเฟรนกับของ
นั่นแหละก็คือเวลาแล้วล่ะ
มันก็ยิ่งเป็นผู้แต่ว่าพอถามให้พูดแล้วไม่พูดเขาเหมือนเขาได้พูดจะรับพูดแล้วก็
ไม่แน่ใจเขาก็บอกให้ลองรีเฟล็กกันดูก่อนแล้วก็ถ้าเรื่องไม่เหมือนกันก็คงจะคุยอย่างเงี้ยว่าทำไม
จริง
ไม่เป็นไรมันไม่มีผิดมีถูกอยู่แล้ว
คืออันนี้คือสิ่งที่ใครคล้ายกันแต่ว่าพี่ในตัวพี่เนี่ยด้วยความที่พี่ไม่มีโน้ตด้านอีตัวซอฟต์แวร์
ของเธอว่าอะไร
ฉันว่า engagement
คือต้องแต่ละคนไม่ต้อง
มันไม่มีผิดมีถูกนะผมก็จะมองอย่างสาลีเขาบอกเรื่อง climate นะฮะของอิงเขาบอกเรื่อง innovation มันไม่มีผิดอยู่แล้วเราก็มาแชร์ไอเดีย
ของพี่ลินเขาก็ target อ่ะ
แล้วของผู้สื่อได้นะ
ของไคลเมทกับบรรยากาศว่า
ครั้งที่แล้วฉันก็รู้สึกอย่างนั้นแต่ว่าพอมายิ่งทำอย่างนี้เยอะๆที่เห็นว่ามันรูประบบไง
อันเนี้ยถ้าผมมองจากคนนอกนะผมว่า climate เนี่ยผมเห็นสภาพตรงเนี้ยเห็นค่อนข้างชัดว่าเก่งยิ้มก็เหมือนกัน
ใช่ยิ้ม
นะฮะแล้วก็ trust นะฮะบางคนก็มีนั่นบางคนมีเนี่ยมันแหว่งไปแหว่งมาแต่พอมันเอามารวมกันเนี่ยซึ่งเปิดไว้ใจเมื่อกี้ที่น้องพูดคำว่า relating เนี่ยมันก็ทำ relating คือเฮ้ยเราพึ่งกันได้อะมันไม่ใช่ไหมมันไม่จำเป็นต้อง perfect ไม่มีใครเก่งกว่าใครใช่ไหมส่วน innovation เนี่ยมันเหมือนกับเป็นผลพลอยได้ที่เกิดขึ้นมาจากพอสภาพตรงนี้มันเจ๋งเนี่ยนะมันไปไหนก็ได้ของเก่าของใหม่คุณคิดได้หมดใช่ไหม
ใช่ใช่
ไม่ใช่
เป้าก็เหมือนกันคือมันเป็นบางทีผมมองว่าอย่างคำว่าเป้าเนี่ยกับคำว่า innovation เนี่ยนะมันเหมือนกับเป็น resolve เลยมันไปได้ถ้าทีมเราพร้อมเรามี collaboration เกิดนะมันไปได้นะ adaptation อีกอัน
เพราะเมื่อกี้เพิ่งพูดกับคุณนะบอกว่าคือเมื่อเช้าได้มาประชุมที2มันแล้วจะบอกว่าอย่างเงี้ยถ้าฉันอยู่ทีมนั้นนะไอ้ตัวไคลเมทเนี่ยโตมากเลยก็แบบมันอาจจะเป็นไม่เหมือน
มันอาจจะเป็นไคลเมทของเขาก็ได้นะ
แบบพวกชอบตบจูบมันก็ชอบของมันใช่ไหมขนาดนี้ที่กูต้องการเนี่ยอย่างนี้น่าเบื่อ
ถ้ากลุ่มจะไม่มี2ตัวเนี้ยอะไรนะเมื่อเช้าเนี่ยไอ้ด้วยกัน
Okay, you want to reflect this back to Dominic now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, very good. And if you could move the or did you finish your group discussions? Did you finish in pairs in the group of 3? Yes? You finished?
We're discussing a lot more about the other group, Super Chinese group, of how they are so collaborated. I'm not surprised.
What? How they are what?
Not very tense.
Very tense, you know.
Yeah.
You know, authoritarian. You know, it's very interesting that this happens. Now, you know, I was asking you to work on this exercise in pairs or in the group of 3, not in the whole group, right? And the outcome was that you were talking about the other group. You were talking about the other group, right? Why do you think that happened? Why do you think that happens?
คุยกันไปคุยมาบอกให้แบ่ง2ก็แบ่ง3แล้วอยู่ดีๆมาคุยกันไปคุยมาในร่วมกันบอกเกี่ยวกับเรื่องกลุ่มอีกกลุ่มนึงอ่ะเขาถามว่าทำไมมันถึงเกิดอย่างนี้
Because it's very very different from our group. The environment, the atmosphere is very very different.
Can I answer too, or yeah?
Yeah, you're allowed to.
I see that they have the 5 people here have developed a very strong synergy where they become one. So it's a unity thing. They start looking at themselves as one and others, and you know I see that as a very healthy thing. Okay, at least now, and then we have to be with the other group. That's the second issue. But you have trust. You know, you have trust. You have happiness where it is a sense of the ownership as one, not as even Dominic has asked for 2 groups, but then eventually automatically it merges down, and then you're talking seamless.
Right, that's it's another interpretation, and I like all of them. I have a third interpretation of why it came out in this kind of setting. You know, in many organizations, when knowledge or new ideas come out, not in the formal setting, but in moments when, for example, you take a coffee or go for a tea, when you see each other in the bathroom, you know, when you enter into conversations which are not as formal, and here. Sometimes when you ask a group, you know, to speak up, like if I ask all of you at the same time, then it's a lot more formal. But when you go into small groups and you discuss in pairs or groups of 3, and I'm not listening as the facilitator, you know, new things can emerge, or you start talking about something else. And sometimes in training, it's desired that this happen because new ideas come up, new reflections come up, new insights come up. So I just found it interesting that you talked about something else, you know, and maybe you came up with new ideas. Maybe you come up with new insights. Oh, the other group is functioning differently. And I'd be curious to know afterwards why the other group is functioning differently. Okay, but sometimes it's creating these, what my point is, sometimes creating these informal moments, these moments of informality that give you new ideas, give you new perspectives. Okay. Anyway, I'd love to hear from you briefly about what your main impact is for you of that collaboration.
อยากจะฟังเรื่อง main impact.
About this.
Which one did you pick?
Which one did you pick?
Which one?
The main impact.
Which one?
I select the cloud, the climate. I think this means
climate.
The environment that we do something together, and because I think that about the trust, the relating, the result oriented, the idea. I think we already have it before. But this time, this is maybe the first time that we can have that climate to let us think together, to get the result that we would like everyone to participate without the hierarchy. I think this is the new climate that we have this time. So I think it's the most impact that we resolve as I've already seen that with that climate. With that kind of activity to think together, without assignment of to have response in any area specifically, but we together, and it is a result of our result now. That's what I think.
Very nice.
Okay.
Very nice. Thank you very much, Pusit. Thank you. Organizational climate without hierarchy. Okay.
Okay, for me, it's quite difficult for me to select only one. But
yeah,
the key.
How many did you select?
Two. One
okay.
is engagement and one is happiness. I'm very happy when we call for the meeting. We good, we're feeling good. relax from work and discuss with the team and get the result. And but if I have to select only one, I will select the engagement because we work together,
Okay.
engage together to get what we want.
Nice. Great. Okay. Thank you, Tukta. Thank you. Okay. Who would like to go next?
Yes. I finally choose happiness. I think when we go to a meeting, if we have happiness, a good idea will come out, and people will not be shy to tell each other what's their thinking, and they will give their true opinion, and everyone will go far together.
นั่นแหละมีเลียนิดหน่อย
Wow.
Go far into the womb and never come back.
And you mentioned that happiness was your main impact of that, correct?
Happiness.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Great. And now one more question. And what makes you happy about this? What is the happiness part?
ทำไมถึง happy อะไร happy about อะไร
Then there will be someone who listen to my opinion when I say it, and I can listen to other opinion when they are saying they no one to oppose each other.
So others listening to your opinions, right? I think it's a beautiful point, and I'm glad I asked that question to you. Because I think it's a sense of a feeling that you're being taken seriously, that others are listening to you. It's the feeling of being taken seriously and contributing and participating. And I can understand that. Yeah, that can make one feel happy,
Yeah.
When you're in a work environment where nobody is listening to you, or your ideas are not being heard or not being taken seriously, that's an environment that in the long term will not make you happy. Yeah. Great. Thank you very much.
And may I add, Dominic, and that is a true killer to innovation. When you are not being happy, being listened to or listening to others, because you're not respected, why do I give ideas? So I shut up.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Very nice. Thank you.
For me, the impact is the first time I think the impact is the innovation, but after I discuss I think it's climate, because the climate, if climate is good, the innovation is follow up.
ไอ้กูพูดไว้ก่อนเนี่ยผมพูดไปพูดไม่เป็นไรมันยิ้มเลยนะมันแฮปปี้มากเลย
So innovation comes out of a good climate. Okay. Okay. What did you say, Todd?
I'm sorry. I'm just teasing her. I said, "You copying my saying."
Okay.
I'm just teasing her.
Excellent. Okay. Good. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I think climate too, because ทุกคนแบบแฮปปี้บรรยากาศมันก็เลยแบบดูแฮปปี้ดูน่าร่วมทำงาน
ตอนนี้ทำไมถึงไม่พิกแฮปปี้อ่ะทำไมงั้นทำไมถึงมาพิกไคลเมทก่อน
เพราะว่าเหมือนกับแฮปปี้ก็ทุกคนเดียวแฮปปี้ใช่ไหมแต่ว่าพอไคลเมทไปถึงบรรยากาศทุกคนแบบแฮปปี้ร่วมกัน
Okay. She was a bit hesitant between the happiness and the climate, and then she eventually picked the climate because she thinks that's a super step. People are happy, they generate the ultimate climate work.
Great. Lovely. Thank you.
ขอบคุณใครขอบคุณ
ขอบคุณครับ Very nice. Very nice. Now, I will thank you very much for these contributions. It's very, very insightful for me as well. Now, I would like to go back to the presentation briefly and show you two factors that, based on the survey, we can also measure to some extent. Okay. Now we have a pre-program. Happiness on a scale from 0 to 3 is pretty much in the middle, which is, you know, some people being happy, sort of okay happy, some people a little bit below happy. What do you think is the impact, or what is the sense of happiness after the program, or what is the impact on happiness? Right now I'm at 1.55, you know, pre-program on a scale from 0 to 3. What do you think is the level of happiness now working in the context of this collaboration? What do you think is the value?
Almost 3.
ไม่ที่เซอร์เวย์ที่เรา
Almost 3?
4 ค่ามา
Okay.
เมื่อกี้
Anyone else?
ค่ามาจากเซอร์เวย์
Okay.
ที่มันเป็นคะแนนให้
So
เท่าไหร่นะ I think it's
above
2.25 above 2.5 to 6 safe
Above 2.5. Okay, let's see what the actual value is. It's 2. It's 2. Okay. 2. Okay.
Did you hear that,
Say
Dominic?
that again. No, I didn't.
Why? And Ing said, oh, because he had a group. Brought it down.
Exactly. Now you're going straight back into territoriality. Exactly. Okay. That's it's 2, and in a way I might have expected it to be higher, but 2 is already, you know, 2 is, it's exactly at 2. It's 2.0, which is people are happy, you know. Yeah.
2 เนี่ย we're talking 0.45 นั่น more than 10% นะ about 12% increase.
Yeah. Okay. Now let's get to the next one, innovation. And innovation pre-program was at 0.92, so again on a scale from 0 to 3, so 0.92, which is, you know, it's not a disaster, but it's not very high, that's for sure. So what do you think is the level of innovation after the program or during the program, in your own view?
Lynn said 2, and I think Sally said 2.
Okay. All right. Let's take.
Tukta said 1 something.
Tukta says 1 something.
He said 1.75254.
There we go. Look, that's the result. So it's a significant improvement in your perception, but it's still below 2. 2 is considered to be innovative, and to be considered when I say that it's based on your own perspective. Okay, that's not me saying it. This is based on the survey that you took again. So here my question is, and definitely there is improvement on both ends, and also the way you talk about the impact it has on organizational climate. So there is great impact. There is impact that you can feel, and if you will, at least from your perspective, there is even impact that you can measure in terms of happiness working in that environment, and in terms of your innovation or potential for innovation that you bring to life. My question, though, is especially in innovation, I was intrigued by the innovation part, and in a way, in a way, it's okay. I find that, you know, it would be strange if you went from 0.91 to 3, but one of the questions still I have is, what do you think is your potential for innovation? You know, what is your potential for innovation? If you go, you know, if you go from a scale from 0 to 3, what do you consider? How far do you think you as MBSA could go in terms of your innovation? Could you go to 3? Could you go to 2, to 2.5? What do you think? What is your potential for innovation? And maybe what we can do here is write down a number, what you think, okay? Write down a number on a piece of paper, what you think. What is the potential of MBSA to become more innovative?
There's a question about your question, Dominic. Are you looking for the numeric answer from 0 to 3?
Yeah. For now, yes.
So
just a gut feeling. If in general, the value on a scale from 0 to 3 is 0.9, okay? And in the context of this project, of those webinars, by bringing different people together from different hierarchical levels and different teams, you've increased in your own perception to 1.38 or almost 1.4. But now the question is, organizationally, where do you see the potential? How far do you think MBSA can go in terms of innovation? Just a gut feeling, yeah. From a scale from 0 to 3, what do you think? And write the number down on a piece of paper.
เอามาครึ่งนี้ฉันลงได้ป่าวครึ่งนี้แหละฉันว่าต้อง 1.8 ถึง 2 เยอะไปไหม
เฮ้ยแต่ว่าตอนนี้เราได้จาก 0.9 ใช่ไหมตอนนี้เราได้ 1.38 แต่ว่าโอกาสที่ยังเป็นไปได้สำหรับ
คือมองพวกเราเนี่ยมันขึ้นไปได้ถึงประมาณขนาดไหน
เราคิดว่าเราขึ้นไปได้แค่ไหน
Are you ready to share your numbers? Everyone wrote it down?
Yes.
Writing.
Very good. Okay, yeah, just put it down and let's go around. Sally, you want to start?
Yeah.
Sally?
ส่งไมค์มา
1.70. Sally.
1.70, okay.
And mine is
okay.
1.8.
Who wants to go next? 1.8. Okay. Okay. All right.
I put down mine too. It's the same as Tukta.
Really? Okay. Okay.
And okay. Lynn need to come back tomorrow.
1.9.
Lynn?
1.9.
1.9. Okay.
2.
Ing said 2.0.
Ling?
Ing.
Okay, Ing. 2.0?
2.0, yeah.
2.0.
2.0, okay. And push it?
I put 2.0 too.
2.0, okay. All right, okay. So, now you've become very collaborative, but still you think the maximum that you got is 2.0 or the range is between 1.7 and 2.0. Now the next and almost final question I have for you is this one. Let me make this bigger again. What can you do to move from where you currently stand, whatever 1.38 or something like that? How can you move to, let's say, 2, okay? How can you move from 1.38 or 1.4 to 2? What does it take for you to leverage your potential for innovation more, okay? You said you see your potential of innovation at a higher number, okay? Overall, organizationally, right now, you can say it's 0.9. Working in the context of this webinar, it's 1.4. And then you can go higher than that, up to 2. So that's in your own assessment. The question I have for you is, how can you leverage your potential for innovation? In other words, how can you get to that higher level of innovation? Okay? Clear?
Yeah.
The question? Now, I would like to suggest that, again, you go into groups. You take a few minutes, discuss into groups, but change your groups now, okay? Move around. Talk to other people in this round, okay? So
ทำยังไงนี่คือวิธีการเหรอ
ใช่ผมมองก็ไอ้นี่แหละถ้าผมตีนะ เอาละคนละกรุ๊ป territorial ต้องเป็นคนกลาง
ต้องการเหมือนกันนี่กา
หน้ากลางกันแล้วผมว่ามองเรื่อง enabler อย่าง enabler ได้ไหมไอตัวที่เนี่ยไอการ์ดคุณนี่แหละแล้วผมมองว่าไอ้ผมมองว่าจุดที่สำคัญคือ servant leadership
ใช่
กันแหละใช่
ไม่ใช่จริง
ๆเพราะว่าเหตุผลนะคนที่จะ innovate ได้เนี่ยจริงๆแล้วคือคนพวกนี้คือประสบการณ์เพราะฉะนั้นแล้วถ้าคุณไม่มองว่าจะทำสถานการณ์อย่างไรให้คนพวกนี้กล้าที่จะให้มันมีอะไรไอเดียแปลกๆออกมามันก็จะเป็นวิธีเก่าซึ่งอาจจะดีแหละแต่ว่าก็จะเป็นวิธีข้ามคืนไปเรื่อยอย่างนี้เพราะฉะนั้นจุดที่ผมมองว่าสำคัญก็คือ servant leadership ต้องสร้างบรรยากาศตรงนี้ให้คือคนที่ innovate เนี่ยเป็นผมมองว่าเป็นคนที่ประสบการณ์น้อยแล้วก็กล้ายืนในจุดที่อันตรายโดยไม่รู้ตัวกล้าได้กล้าเสียไอ้คนที่แก่เนี่ยพูดทำไม่มองไปประมาณเห็นแล้วเราโอ้ยมึงอย่าเชื่อกูมันก็คนสมัย
พอวันนี้ออกมาก็เสร็จ
มาทำตามไอเดียของมึงดีแต่ขอทำตามวิธีกูมันก็
ไม่มี innovation
มันก็ไม่มีมันก็กลายเป็น
โอเซมเวตลอดเวลา
ตอนนี้ไอ้ตัวโอเซมเวที่มันเคยเวิร์กมาสิ่งที่แล้วมันอาจจะไม่เวิร์กแล้วก็ตัวนี้ก็จะเริ่มติดทำไมเดี๋ยวว่าจะก่อนแล้วมันจะ
เราฟังเราเป็นมาเรามองเนี่ยนะการของไอเดียเรามองการคือโซลาร์จิตวิทยากับ climate ที่เรามองไว้นะว่าตรงเนี้ยมันจะต้องเหมือนกับตอนเราประชุมกันนะเด็กก็กล้าพูดแบบพอเราพูดกันใช่ไหมกินแต่ละกินตัวไม่ใช่อันนี้มัน
ก็เก็บพอเราไม่โกรธเราไม่โกรธไม่อะไรก็ไปต่อได้แต่ถ้าเราออกอาการว่าคิดแต่ในเหตุผลนี้แล้วยิ่งต้องเสร็จแล้วเขา
แต่ไม่ถูก
คนทำก็ต้องโอเพนก่อน
คือต้องสร้างบรรยากาศที่มันว่ามันไม่ใช่ว่าเราถูกเราเนี่ยมีประสบการณ์เยอะสุดเราอาจจะมี maturity เห็นความเยอะสุดแต่ new idea เนี่ยผมว่าจะเกิดกับคนใหม่เพราะฉะนั้น space ของคนที่เก่าที่มีอำนาจในการทำต้องสร้างบรรยากาศให้มันเร็วแล้วมันก็มีเล่าบ้างดีบ้างเป็นเรื่องปกติถูกไหมไอเดียเก่าที่เคยเวิร์กมันไม่เวิร์กเสมอไปเป็นนอร์มบรรยากาศธุรกิจเปลี่ยนคู่แข่งเปลี่ยน
คราวนี้โดยเฉพาะถ้าต้องการเวทเพราะว่าซีเวทนี่อาจจะไม่ได้หมายถึงอะไรที่แบบวิสมาลาสุดยอดอะไรมาแต่แรกแต่ว่าอะไรก็ได้เกิดการพัฒนา
อะไรก็ได้ที่เป็นความคิดใหม่ไอ้ blue ocean เนี่ยมันคือเรื่องอะไร
คือเพราะว่าใช่ไหมที่ผมมองว่าชื่อเราปัจจุบันคือเรื่องการทำให้เราเริ่มต้นมีใครไม่ในสายการมากขึ้นคราวนี้ถ้าเราตั้งตรงแค่ว่ามันมีถูกแต่มันผิดแล้วก็ทำให้ทีที่มันจะได้ถูกจะได้สามารถเปลี่ยนบรรยากาศว่าเรื่องชื่อปัญหาที่ว่าไอ้ที่มันถูกมากขึ้นอีกมันคืออะไรแล้วก็ให้เขาทำกันโดยที่จะถูกที่ผิดก็ตามผม
คือผิดอย่างนี้บางอย่างมันไม่ใช่ว่าสิ่งที่คนที่เป็นใหญ่จะพูดกันแต่ผมไม่ได้พูดถึงจุดนั้นผมพูดถึงเรื่อง servant leadership ก็คือว่าเราต้องทำให้มันเป็นกลางเราต้องสร้างบรรยากาศเป็นกลางเพราะไม่งั้นเนี่ยสิ่งที่ผมพูดถูกมันก็จะผิดเพราะคนเขาบอกว่ามึงใช้วิธีการฉาบโลกนึกออกไหมผมมองว่า servant leadership ก็คือเนี่ยกระบวนการอย่างเช่นถ้าผมจะเดินบอกเขาไม่ให้เดินแนวเทลservant leadership ก็คือให้โอกาสในการที่จะparticipateไม่ใช่บอกว่ามึงมาชักทำตามกูทั้งที่จริงๆแล้วไอ้ตรงทำตามกูอาจจะถูกนะแต่ว่ามันก็จะไม่มีไอ้ happiness ที่จะหายใช่ไหมมันไม่ได้ trust
เป้าหมาย
ใช่ไหม collaboration ก็จะถอยได้ไหม
Are you ready, Chai?
Yep.
Ready ป่ะ
Okay. Which group would like to report first?
Let's start with the younger group.
Okay.
And we do the wiser group later on, okay?
We think there are many factors to have increase. The first one is servant leadership.
The servant leadership.
Yes. If we have servant leadership and the following will come up. Follow. Yes. So as is the leadership is not dictator. We can share and listen to each other and have an open mind to listen to each other group, each other story, each other idea. And the next factor is relationship that can be attached, can become attached to each other. If we have trust each other, we the idea will come out from our mouth and can be display the power to the group. And if we trust each other, the people will listen to you, to what you say, and will think about what you say and give each other opinion truthfully. Yeah. So they have
Okay, that's the group 1 of the young ladies, and we have the group 2 here.
Thank you very much.
Should we move on to the group 2, or you want to say something, Dominic?
I would like to ask, so you have servant leadership, open mind to listen, and relationship. Those are your main things. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm servant leadership, relationship, trust.
Trust. Open minded.
And open mind, being open minded. Yep.
Oh, being open minded. Yeah. Great. No, thank you very much. Thank you.
Now the wise
group.
I think the answer is about the same. We think about the servant leadership with open mind, which will help the good climate when we work. And the climate is the key foundation for the innovation for me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now question to all of you. What would it look like? Let's say, your innovation level now is at 1.3 or 1.4. What would MBSA look like at the innovation level of 2? What would it look like?
For me, I think the young one speak more, share more the comment and ideas.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I add?
Share more. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
I see if we have a higher level of innovation, as a result, you would have a lot more of the interesting services provided to the market. Hence, you are actually achieving the goal of moving away from the conventional client of the AFS, because you are providing a lot of other interesting services to other clients as a goal.
Dominic, what is the question again?
The question is, what does MBSA look like when you are moving to a higher level of collaboration?
Future.
A higher level of innovation in the future. What does it look like? Okay, and it's very interesting, the two answers that you gave, and I think for me both are very valid. One is more internal, but very relevant, that Tukta gave, which is around, the younger ones or the people on the lower levels of hierarchy, they speak up more, they share their ideas more. That's one way of what innovation can look like. And Tom's answer was more an external one from a market perspective, from a dependency perspective. Okay, that you're moving towards creating by offering more interesting services through Blue Ocean. You are moving away from that one dependency of one conventional client. Okay, so that's what innovation looks like to you. What about the others? What does innovation look like to you?
I think not only the business part, but I'm thinking about the people part. That because I see it every day that when people work on their job. They work with the low happiness. They work with the low participation most of the time. I mean that when we work, most of us just sit alone in front of the computer screen, use the keyboard and mouse, and just do it. We are not the kind of I can see in some maybe in some movies. I'm not sure that some company they work with the happiness in their job. They're eager to work it the best, and they're really happy when the result come out. That's what I think. I think that with the innovation of how we can work together better with the best result that we can. And then we celebrate together that yes, we can finish this project together. It's our happiness. I don't just because nowadays when most of us have happiness, it's just leave the work and come back to chatting, see the picture that we have the last trip together, but nothing about work. What I would like to see the picture is how we can innovate our work and happiness. Happy with work together, not only happy on our trip together, not only that. That's what I would like.
Very nice. Very nice. Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you. Yet another perspective. Happiness related then leading to innovation, but people happy at work, not only when you do your retreat or outside of work.
Yes.
Very nice. Thank you, Pusit.
Yeah.
Okay. What about the others? What does happiness, what does innovation look like to you, you know, when you move, let's say, to level 2 at MBSA?
ถามจะมอง MBSA เนี่ยเป็นยังไงบ้างถ้าเราขึ้นไประดับที่เป็นเบอร์2ของ Innovation คิดว่า MBSA จะหน้าตาเป็นยังไง
I think people in MBSA can give their opinion openly, and the other people will listen to them fully too.
I think it's impact about.
So it's listening when people listen to one another. Is that what you said just now? Listening. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
I think it's impact about the internal organization and the output of organization. The internal organization, like Lynn said about the climate and open mind. For in the working place.
Workplace.
And about output is the MBSA will have a new product of high quality products, much more than.
Yeah. Okay. A new high quality product. Yeah. So you're linking the two. You're linking the open mind inside the organization, internal organization, to new high quality products that you successfully sell outside. Yeah. Yeah. Very nice. Yeah. Okay. Great. You have some visionary people in this group. All right. Sally?
ไม่ได้รอบขอโทษผมไม่สวยเลยI think ตุ้งติ้ง
Don't shut up.
sorry
คือมองว่าถ้าสมมติว่ามีอินโนเวชั่นมากขึ้นก็คือทุกคนแบบกล้าพูดกล้าแสดงออกด้วยแล้วบริษัทเราก็จะเติบโตขึ้นคือแบบก้าวไปข้างหน้ามากขึ้นแล้วแบบทุกคนก็จะแฮปปี้มากขึ้นแบบ
มันมีแบบแล้วสรุปไม่ได้ค่ะ Okay. I think she's saying along the same line as what Ying has mentioned about people will be more happy, enjoying the working life, like Pusik mentioned. Once they enjoy the working life, they produce better stuff, more interesting stuff as the byproduct, as a result of that. Okay.
Right.
The other thing I would just like to add, I think you bring in a very interesting point, Sally, that once people are happy, one of the issues that we've been having the last year is that once they get to like a 3 to 5 year work experience, they quit. Then we would have a lower turnover rate of that because people are more listened to, and then they're happier. They still sustain the being very happy about MBSA as a good workplace. Okay, we suffering from people in the middle management or getting to be a young middle manager who decided to leave the organization because they've lost this fun. Okay, and I think when I see that โอ้โหนี่ขยายให้มึงเยอะเลยเนี่ย innovation reaching that point and the elements that bring innovation up to that point would help lower the turnover rate of the staff.
Very nice. Okay, excellent. Thank you. Thank you so much. This is so many interesting and great things that have come out. Now, I know we're running a bit short in time. I think we'll go over time just a little bit, okay? But I think you've answered some of those questions that I was going to ask. But still, it may be worthwhile for you to reflect for a moment, you know, of what is from this session and from those 3 webinars, what is your main takeaway? And let me combine it with one other question that I have to close off. Now, you know, we are going into the program where we've done an analysis of how you work together. You have co-created a vision for the organization around Blue Ocean, using the Blue Ocean. And we're talking about co-culture. The question is, what can you do to instill this collaboration in the organization as a whole, not only in your group and become a new territory, but in the organization as a whole and even with the outside, with your clients. So the second question I have is this one. If you could change one thing, what would it be? Okay? Or if you have any suggestion for improvement or suggestion based on what you've learned in these 3 webinars, what would you recommend? What would you recommend to MBSA to do differently or to add or to change? Okay, so I have 2 questions. What is your main takeaway? And if you could change one thing to create a more collaborative environment at MBSA, what would it be? Okay? And maybe you can combine these 2 questions.
Okay, they answer individually, right?
Yes, absolutely, individually.
คำถาม
Be answered individually.
ต่างคนต่างตอบนะครับคำถามที่1เนี่ยคุณอาจจะผูกกันได้นะ2คำตอบเนี่ยนะคำถามที่1ก็ถามว่าคุณได้อะไรจากเซสชั่นที่เรามาทั้งหมด3อันเนี่ยอะไรที่เป็นตัว key take away นะครับคิดว่าอะไรที่มันมากเป็นจุดที่คุณสนใจแล้วไม่อันเนี้ยมันได้มาจากเซสชั่นเนี่ยนะครับเหมือนกันนิทานเรื่องนี้สอนให้รู้ว่าอะไรนะครับอันที่2ก็คือว่าจากการที่เราผ่านกิจกรรมของเรามา3ครั้งเนี่ยคุณคิดว่าถ้ามันให้เลือกว่าเปลี่ยนอะไรบางอย่าง1อย่างได้ใน MBSA คุณอยากจะเปลี่ยนอะไรที่จะทำให้ collaboration เนี่ยมันรุ่งเรืองเจริญรุ่งเรืองอย่าง2คำถามลองคิดแล้วเขียนคำตอบแล้วเดี๋ยวลองเล่าให้เขาฟังเป็นอะไรก็ได้3 นาทีเนาะไหวไหม I'm giving them 2 minutes 3 minutes Dominic
Very good, thank you.
Okay.
ลูกเสือ
ตุ๊กตามองโลกแง่ดีดูแต่การ์ดแดงอย่างเดียวเลยเขียวไม่ดูเลย You are ready, guys? No. Okay. เริ่มมองอะไรเริ่มมองการ์ดแดงแล้ว
ข้อสองไม่ใช่หรอ ข้อสองไง
อ๋อแหมเปลี่ยนในทางเขียวก็ได้
โอ้ยปกติก็เขียวผีอยู่แล้วนะ
เขียวใกล้เน่ารู้ไม่ใช่เขียวรุ่งเรืองอะไรนั่นแหละเฮ้ยต่างคนต่างคิดโอเคมา Who want to start first ได้ไหมลุยเลยจบเร็วเอาป่ะ
Okay, I'm ready.
You want to start first? Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Start.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. For the first question, that what I get from this seminar, this program. My opinion is I think it is a good time, good opportunity for me to touch the real thing that what will happen if we have a chance to let our staff to think together. We always think that they are good. We pick them from many guys who try to attach our MBSA and we think they are good. They are suitable for this space. But after many years, we found that we can get very less idea from them to improve our work, to make our target happen together. I never see. I think I can say I never see that that someone among our young staff can show us that they have the same vision as the older have always have. But this time I can see very clear that they have. Just give them the chance. Okay, this is what I get from this seminar. Okay.
Nice.
And the second, that if I can change one thing.
Yeah.
At first, I think outside of myself. If I can change that people, if I can change that environment, but at last, I think it's useless. It will have nothing if I would like to change others. I think I have to change myself. Okay, so for me, if one chance I can change, I will try to create more good environment to let people participate. I will think about it. I will try to make it happen. The good environment that our staff, our people can think together. Yes, that's one thing I have to do. Yep.
Very nice.
That's all.
Very nice. Thank you. So, in other words, you're creating the spaces for people to participate. I would call it servant leadership in many ways, right? That you would practice more to give people the chance to speak up and participate.
Yeah. Okay.
Very nice.
Thank you.
ครับคุณครับขอบคุณผู้สิทธิ์
เพราะมันเลยเวลาแล้ว
Very nice. Who would like to go next?
ทุกชา
Yeah, me. Okay. I will combine two questions into one answer.
Yeah. Great.
I think what I get from these webinars and is I love the environment with the servant leadership, with open-minded. Thing that I would like to change is the hierarchy or the mandate thing, the mandate from top thing. That is my
right. Okay. So less mandated from the top and more participation. Is that correct?
Right.
Right. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay.
From this webinar, I think I guess the vision because we do the blue ocean and I can see where we will progress as. So my answer is the vision, and answer for the second question is what I want to change is egocentric leadership. I think I get this from seeing Kuku.
Seeing Kuku.
And that's my answer.
Okay, so I'm not sure I understood the second part, which is what would you like to change? What is it that you would like to see changed?
Killing the egocentric behavior.
Okay. Okay, get rid of egocentric.
Like what I saw from the group 2. She added that at the end.
Okay, great. Okay, very good. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
I guess when you collaborate between the two groups, it didn't go well, did it?
We have to keep our mouth shut.
Oh, really?
Okay. For me, the question one, from this webinar, I have more chance, more participation to every question, every activity, and for the question two, if I share, I'm not copying but
I didn't hear that.
I think she
changed the boss. You said
she hasn't said it yet, but she said something similar to Lin. I think. Okay, what are you gonna say?
I think I would change leadership for ego.
Same thing. Removal of the egocentric leadership style.
I'm not copying.
Okay.
And she said she's not copying.
Okay. Okay, great. Okay, very nice. Thank you. Sally?
Yeah. ก็คือได้ relating
ได้เลยนะ
relating
ได้ relating ก็คือมีการพูดคุยก็แบบว่าได้เปลี่ยนความรู้ได้แบบเปิดใจได้ความสัมพันธ์
What she is a takeaway for her is the relating part. That she's very glad that there's space to be for ideas to be exchanged and to enjoy it. Okay.
Great. Space sharing. Yeah. Right. And the change.
The change. ข้อสอง
Ego.
Okay. Okay, different kind of leadership style. Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I don't know if you have any words, Ton, before I speak.
Not really. I think the thing that we have discovered here is not new, but it's the new context and the framework that brings it out. I like that a lot. Okay. But I'd like to thank Dominic because this is going to be our last seminar that we, the framework that you have developed, it synchronizes very, very smoothly, and it's able to really actually bring out some key findings, okay, in a very fun and not destructive way.
Great. Okay. Great. I'm happy to hear that. Thank you, Tom, and thank you everyone for your very active participation, actually. And I found you very engaged and actually more engaged as we moved on in the webinars. For me, if I, were to make recommendations to the leadership of the organization, I think it could be in two areas. Is really to take a look at, how can you instill more participatory processes in the way you work, finding spaces for people to participate and engage with one another. And the other part is indeed to think about leadership, and even think of leadership development, especially at the top of the hierarchy, thinking of developing your leaders, but also at all levels, really, but especially at the top hierarchy level, leadership development, thinking of servant leadership, helping your leaders in the organization create those spaces for people to participate and engage. So I think that could be a great opportunity here, and possibly and to think of either moving the project that you have defined here, or finding other projects where you actually work in similar ways and testing it and practicing and training it further. I think would be my recommendation, actually, to keep practicing that collaboration and to start focusing on certain participation and leadership styles. Okay. But thank you very much for your participation, Capcom Cap, and thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Dominic. Okay.
Thank you.
Let's do maybe 10 minutes break. We start again at 25 past.
Yeah, let's do that. Very good. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Dominic.
Thank you, Capcom Cap. Thank you. Bye bye.